Okay, I'm back out here. As you can see, boop, boop, boop. See it in the background. All right, so we're gonna go try again because yesterday I did not have a warm and fuzzy experience. Besides the rude people, raggedy shopping carts, I'm gonna have to regroup and get another shopping cart, or I'm gonna lose my mind up in here. All right, let me go get another shopping cart. This freaking thing is raggedy. All right, this one's better.
Yeah, it is.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so I am finally in the sewing aisle, and even though my second shopping cart is not that much, so I'm at another Walmart today, and we're going to try to have better luck at getting our list accomplished. We did get our list accomplished at the other store, but there were some glitches. So depending on where you are, you might have some issues, okay? Not to worry. We're going to try it again. We're going to see what happens when I get in the store. I'm going to get a better shopping cart, and we're going to get through this list ASAP. Stand by. All right, see, so far so good. I got a better shopping cart. You can't even hear it. And this store is so much more quiet. So I'm gonna make my way through the aisles, and I will sync back up with you where we're gonna find everything that we need for our sewing project. So stand by. Everything that we're going to be covering in today's video, you can find on this list in the links below. One of the things that I wanted to do and show you was that between the two stores that we're reviewing in this sewing supply video, hands down, I was able to find everything between each of those stores. But it just required that I went to more than one of the locations. And for example, with Walmart, I actually went to three different stores. I went to two stores in the state of Maryland, and I went to one store in the state of Virginia, all in the DMV area. And if you're not familiar with the DMV, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia. And between those three stores, I was able to locate about 95% of everything that I was looking for. And which is good because if you're trying to do this and you're starting out with your sewing from a beginner standpoint, you will be able to find everything that you want and you need for your projects. And when I say projects that we're covering in the Sew and Design series, we're going to be doing everything from cornices, drapes, shades, actual shades that you can pull up and down on your window, and pillows. And of course, we're going to throw in a couple of other projects that I'm working on. But the main focus is that we're creating soft furnishings, custom furnishings, in order to make our homes a beautiful place to live. And we're actually going to go room by room. By the time you finish this sewing series, you will have all kinds of ideas on the types of fabrics to buy, the hardware in order to install your window treatments, and so much more. So be sure to go to the links below and download a copy of this list. And again, if you're new to sewing, I highly recommend that you don't spend a lot of money on expensive yards of fabric. There are lots of options, affordable, inexpensive options at Walmart. They will have, again, a majority of everything that you need in order to start your projects. I recommend that you start working with the pillows first if you're new to sewing. For those of you who have a sewing machine and you're ready to dust it off and you want to learn some new techniques, go ahead and do something a little bit more ambitious. Also, I want to recommend that you take a look at the Pillow Talk video where I go a little bit more in depth into the products like the polyfill and the pillow forms. And as you can see, they have sewing machines. And again, based on the sewing machine overview that I did, I highly recommended that you go out and look at the brands, like the ones that you see here, and go to the YouTube universe and do as much research as you need to. But please do not spend a whole lot of money on a machine if you are just new to the game of sewing. Last but not least, the list also covers setting up your table. some inexpensive ways to set up your table for sewing, especially if you're going to be doing drapes. And you also want to store all of your notions because you got prickly things. And if you have little ones around and pets, you're going to make sure that you want to put those things away. If all else fails, place an order online and go and pick it up. And number two on the list of stores that I consider for my sewing notions, JoAnn is one of my favorites, and that's why I'm talking about both of them. However, JoAnn is a little bit different because they are going to have specialty notions that you'll need. And this is as you start to become a little bit more comfortable with your sewing projects. You will be able to find an extensive line of zippers as well as sewing machines. And you know, for two of those pillow projects that we're doing in the series, you're going to need zippers. And although I know the other store offers them, when it comes to fine tuning your selections and being more careful about matching your threads and your zippers, JoAnns is going to offer you a better selection in order to accomplish that. And again, this is as your sewing skills start to pick up and you are becoming a little bit more aware of the quality of what you're starting to put together. And this is when you get to this stage, this is when you definitely are ready to start purchasing more expensive fabrics. I also encourage you to check out the fabric shopping video that I do because even when you transition to the more expensive fabrics, you still want to take your time and experiment on fabrics that are not so expensive because this is not a inexpensive hobby. It can become costly, as you can see as I'm panning around the aisles of this store. And that's the main reason why I wanted to do these videos for you because I want for you to see for yourself before you actually make the trip to these different environments in order to find the materials that you need. I also recommend that you download the app because it will definitely ping you, and on more than one occasion, you're going to find some great coupon opportunities that you'll be able to scan in, especially if you're working on a project for the first time and you don't want to pay full price. Be sure to take advantage of the app. And as always, when you're doing your shopping, if you don't feel comfortable walking around the store, once you get used to your list and the materials that you'll be purchasing for the sewing projects in the design series, all you have to do is go online and place your order. And of course, take advantage of the buy online, pick up in store option that they offer.